everybody, and welcome back to another Teen Space video. Hopefully you guys are having a great week. So today I thought it would be fun to kind of go over a game that I absolutely love. It's for ages 8 and up, and you can play it with either 2 people or up to, I believe it's 6. You can also buy expansions for it, so you can play with more people, kind of like Villainous. But today we're going to be going over Monster Madness. It's a Dungeon Mayhem game made by D&D Wizards of the Coast. So hopefully you guys have fun with this. It's a really cheap game you can buy anywhere. And I'm going to go over a little bit about it and how to play it and do a little bit of a playthrough with myself. So here we go. Alright, so this is the box you'll get. And then inside you're going to have your instructions, of course, and your how to play. This is a pretty straightforward game. As you can see here, this is the main box, and it will come with 6 playable characters, but it also gives you slots for your expansions as well if you do wind up buying expansions. And then, of course, they give you another box for your little tokens that you're going to have. So there's not a whole lot to this game. You're just going to pick a character that you want to play. So I'm going to go with Blorp, the gelatinous cube. And you have 3 main cards that you're going to need to have on hand at all times. These are the cards. You're going to have your health tracker, which is a 1 through 10 health tracker. You're going to have your quick cheat card. So this is going to tell you all of the standard cards that you're going to be drawing, as well as the special mighty powers that you get from each character. Now, each of those, the mighty powers, is going to be different from character to character, and it's not necessarily going to be the same. So for Blorp, you have a card that will allow you to destroy and gain health, and then you have a card where it allows you to attack and ignore shield cards, which are your defense cards, and it also allows you to do a triple attack when a certain card is destroyed. Whereas with, I believe this is Delilah Deathray, she's hilarious. Her mighty powers are either have somebody choose to praise your greatness, or you get to attack them twice. And you also get to choose all of the attack cards on the playing field up until your next turn. And then you can also do a double attack each opponent with no shield cards in play, and then destroy all shield cards. So each of their special abilities is a little bit different from the last, and I really like it because it's funny and goofy and awesome. So you're going to want to have those 2 cards out on the playing field at all times, so you kind of have your quick little cheat sheet as well as your health tracker. And for health tracking, you're going to have a couple different tokens in here. Really just 2 main different tokens. You're going to have your character token. So here's my Blorp character token. And that's going to track your HP. So you're going to start at 10 automatically. And then you're also going to have these little broken heart ones. Now these are for when you play shield cards. And as I said, I'm going to do a little bit of a playthrough in a minute, so it'll probably all make more sense then. But these little tokens you're going to put on shield cards that you do damage to. And then you have your main deck stacked. So this is your standard deck, which you shuffle and you draw cards from. You're also going to have your own separate discard pile for your cards. And so from there, this is how I like to set up my playing field. You can play it however you want. I typically have my discard pile here. So from left to right, I have my Broken Heart tokens. And then I have my deck that I draw from. the special card, my HP tracker, and then my discard pile all the way to the right. There's no set standard on how you set this up. So for play style, what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to draw cards from the deck, and you're going to draw 3 cards. 3 cards. Now this is pretty much all you have on hand. When you pick up a card at the beginning of your turn and you play down a card during your turn. And this is not really a game where you're going to want to pass your turn. So you're pretty much going to have 3 cards at all times. But there are some cards like here where they have these little lightning bolt symbols. Now these symbols actually mean you get to play an additional card. So the only way you can really pick up new cards, so let's say I play this one, and then I play an additional card that has another lightning bolt symbol on top of another card. So overall, I should have 4 cards down. But I ran out of cards. So you pick up 3 once you clear your hand, and you can play an additional card. The only way you can pick up a full set of hands is if you play your full hand. Whereas if you just play a card that has just an extra attack and you're down to 1 card, you're just down to your 1 card, and you pick up and continue playing. So the whole goal is to kind of maximize the amount you're playing. In the rules, it says that the youngest player goes first. Again, you can do this however you want. I typically do it by rules first round, and then second round, it's winner goes first type of thing. So now we're going to go over a little bit about the cards a tad bit more. So we already went over the lightning bolt one. And then this is your standard attack card. Each of these attack symbols means that you attack them for either 1 HP, or if they have a shield card, if I can find one with Blorp, I don't think he really has any. There we go, there's 1. These are your shield cards. So if you attack for 2, but somebody has 2 shields up, those shields go first before you can actually attack their HP. The other 2 symbols we're going to go over is the additional health as well as the plus card. So obviously the green plus card means you draw additional cards, and the plus health is you gain an additional health. Now, the reason why you're going to want to have your Mighty Power card on hand is because they also have different symbols. So here are 2 of Blorp's Mighty Power symbols. They're very different from everything else. So this one is his last Mighty Power, and this is his first Mighty Power. So this one will allow me to destroy a shield card and then add an additional health for each shield that I destroy. Alright, so that's pretty much Blorp in a handbasket. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a slight playthrough with him. So as you can see here, I kind of have a setup for 2 players. And I'm going to be playing both players because social distancing. And so I am playing Hoots Magoots and Blorp the Gelatinous Cube. Hoots Magoots is an owlbear. Okay. So for Blorp, for my first turn, I am going to play, and as before, everybody starts out at full health. For my first turn, I'm going to play a triple shield card with one of Blorp's special abilities that if it gets destroyed, I get to attack twice. And of course, I always forget this, but you always want to draw at the beginning of your turn, not at the end. And so once you put a shield card out, you can put those out front until they're destroyed. And for Hoots Magoots, I am going to go ahead and play a shield card with an additional action symbol. Like I said, that will go out front. And always draw at the beginning of your turn. Always forget about that. And then I'm going to play one of his special abilities, which is marked with a disco ball. It's Owl Bear Boogie. Each player must do a little dance and then add a card. You add a card for each player who danced. So this is kind of a give and take one. I'm just going to draw one and say I did a dance. Alright. And so that will end my turn for Hoots Magoots. And now for Blorp, I am going to attack. Combat Cube. And now once you play your action cards, they immediately go into play and then they go into discard. So this means Hoots Magoots loses his shield card and takes 2 health damage, which brings him down to 8. And that ends his turn. Since I didn't have any additional action cards, I couldn't play another card. Now with Hoots Magoots, I don't have a very good hand. It's all defense. So what I'm actually going to do, because this is a smart way to do it, is I'm going to use my shield and my action card. Shield and action card. And then play my last card, which is triple shield. So that gives Hoots Magoots 3, or sorry, not 3. It gives him 5 defense cards for Blorp to break through. And now I'm going to draw an additional hand and have this out, but that now ends Hoots Magoots' turn and goes over to Blorp. You pick up your hand, you draw a card, and you play a card. So Blorp hasn't really taken any damage. And so what he's actually going to do is he got lucky and drew one of his special abilities called Hugs. So this destroys a shield card and then adds a plus card or an additional health at each of the starting shield on that card. So for this one, if I destroy a shield card and then add a health for each shield on that card, but he's already at max health and he can't go any higher. So he's just going to destroy Hoots Magoots' triple shield automatically. And that passes the turn over to Hoots Magoots. And for this one, you're going to draw a card. And this one, Hoots Magoots is actually going to play. I'm going to get a little bit complicated here. But I'm going to play Hoots Magoots' special ability, To the Face. And this destroys a shield card, and then you attack for each shield on that card. So that automatically goes to discard. And this means that Blorp's Blorped up bones gets destroyed, and Hoots Magoots actually attacks him for 3. Bringing Blorp down to 7. But this also activates that card. When this card is destroyed, you attack twice, bringing down both of Hoots Magoots' shields. Alright, and that ends his turn and passes to Blorp. You draw a card, and you play a card. So Blorp is finally going to play his Cubes Have Feelings 2 card, which gives him a health and an additional turn. And he's actually going to play his double attack and a plus health. Cleric a la Slime, which brings Hoots Magoots down to 6. And Blorp up to 9. Alright, and for Hoots Magoots, it passes to his turn. Draw at the start of your turn and play a card. He is going to go ahead and play his triple attack, Grand Finale, which brings Blorp down to 6, and they are on even playing fields. Passes to Blorp's turn once again. Draw at the start of your turn. attack twice for Hoots Magoots and add a health. Bring Hoots Magoots down to 4. Passes to his turn. And again, all of these cards are going to be a little bit different because each character is kind of their own unique thing. So as you can see, a lot of Blorp's cards so far focus around healing and attacking. And a lot of Hoots Magoots cards kind of focuses around defense and, if you could see my hand, adding more cards to your hand. So Hoots Magoots, however, is going to play a double attack plus health, bringing Blorp down to 3 and him up to 6. But it now passes to Blorp's turn. Draw at the beginning of your turn. And I'm going to play Slime Time. This allows him to play 2 additional cards on the field because of the lightning bolts. And it goes immediately into discard. But it allows me to play my 2 remaining hands, draw 3 new cards on top of an additional card because of the plus symbol on this one. And it attacks Hoots Magoots for a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, bringing him down to 2. And a fresh new hand for Blorp. Passes to Hoots Magoots' turn. Draw at the beginning of your turn. And for this one, I'm going to play another one of Hoots Magoots' ultimates that I just drew for my next trick. So this one, until your next turn, your attacks hit all opponents. So if I was playing for more than one person, any attack card that I play, including this card, attacks everyone, not just the one I'm picking. So this allows him to attack once, activate an ultimate, and play an additional card. So Blorp gets down to 2 just with that one. And then finally, Hoots Magoots is going to play a double attack plus a health. So he'll heal up 1, and Blorp is now out of the game. Alrighty. So that was a quick playthrough of the game. It's really easy and straightforward. A whole game time, I think, for myself has gone maybe 10-15 minutes. So it's a quick, easy game. A lot of people can get the hang of it pretty quickly. There's not a whole lot to it, but it's really, really fun and engaging. And if you get more than 2 people playing, it can get really crazy. So that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you again back here on Thursday at 4 for our next Teen Space video. Also, don't forget, if you want to join our Discord, please contact me. I'll leave my email above. And we will be hosting our teen advisory group meeting today as well at 4. So come check us out. And again, oh, don't forget Jackbox Party on Friday as well. So we have a lot going on for you guys. Don't forget to stop by, say hi, and join us for the day. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day.